Welcome back to the challenge, episode 4 recap. Episode name is My Trivia Era. It starts off with everyone coming in the house after getting targeted. Laurel freaking out to John A about being the target, saying, why did Darrell do it? Why is he doing it? I thought we were friends. But then she's like, even if it's bad or good, I'm happy to do it with Mr. Johnny Bananas. Then we get a little cut from Tori and Josh pretty much apologizing for the night before, and it seems like they're all good for now, but Josh did say that he doesn't want to make enemies for his game in the future. Then we cut to TJ congratulating the winners. Says it's trivia where everyone knows they don't enjoy it, since, well, pretty much everyone is dumb. Like, well, you know, Johnny Bananas knowing the language of Australia, you know, Dutch. No, I'm just joking, it's English, but he said Dutch, and he will never live it down to this day. The daily challenge is called Cranium, where pretty much they're 30 feet in the air, like in a cradle position, and have to answer the questions of a bunch of categories like history, geography, hookups, fights, and just there's one called random. And each point there's a system where it's 100 points for the easy one, 400 points for the hard one, and they have to be in pairs. And pretty much this is the order of them doing it. So pretty much Era 3 gets in the lead with 100 points after four people falling, and that is Corey and I from Era 3, Josh and Olivia from 4, Darrell and Brad from Era 1, and Kara and Aviv from Era 2. And pretty much Corey, Josh, Brad, and Kara got all of them incorrect, which is not a very shock. Then we cut to, like, a few people getting it correct, and then we get, I think it's Kylan who got it incorrect, but then Jenny and Casey, because they were the next one in lineup, they both fell, and so Jenny and Casey are the next one to go for Era 4. Then we get Era 1, where CT and Rachel fall, but it doesn't really say they fell because it was more of CT getting hurt, and CT like fell 30 feet down and hit his back really hard, and he was like in pain, like screaming. And pretty much he got sent in the ambulance, where Josh said, "Get well, Chris. We'll see you soon." And then goes back to multiple people getting it incorrect. So the next ones are Horacio and Michelle from Era 4, Tina and Derek from Era 1, Kylan and Theo from Era 4. Then we get Aneesa by herself on Era 1, and then she did lose, but Era 4 lost before them, so all Era 4 is the losers, and then Era 1 win third place. Then we get Devin and Avery. Two and John A. And then because of Devin and Avery not getting the question right, if Era 2 gets it right, they win. So we get Emily and Nehemiah falling. Then Jordan was the last one, but he still got the correction right. Then Ryan, Bananas, Derek and Laurel got out. And as for once in our life, we get everyone losing the trivia, where we get a sudden death of Era 2 versus Era 3, where we get Jordan versus Laurel, and Laurel gets the point of saying which is the first pole wrestle, and Jordan needs to tie it up, stay in the game, but he stumbles and mumbles and says he doesn't know the girl's name, and it's pretty much Corey's first baby mum, and it's Cheyenne, and then he says Sarah. So they lost, but everyone's, well, mostly Corey and Devin are like, how did you get that wrong? You were at my baby shower. We were friends. It was not that long ago. And then we get cut to Laurel just saying, "Fuck you, Darrell. We're not going in elimination." And you know how she's been bitchy, and then she's like, "Oh, you're a married man, but you like getting massages," and it's a little bit of dig to Emily because that's what she does as a job, and as well as a personal trainer. But then we get Bananas and Laurel as the winners, so they're safe, and Horacio and Jenny are in elimination, as Aneesa and Derek and Jordan and Naya are in going to the chamber to discuss who's going in. Then we cut to CT coming back, hugs everyone, laughs it off, and then we get them into the clubs where Johnny is talking about game, saying we need to get Jordan out. Then we got Horacio saying, "I'm ready to, it's going to be a dogfight." Then we got a scene where Corey and Devin are talking about when you get Jordan out, it's the right time, let's take big names, and let's not, you know, let's take a big shot. And pretty much because they think Jordan is made a deal with someone, that's why they want him out. Then we get Brad and Emily drinking wine and taking and like looking close, and then they're talking and whatever. And we see Bananas talking to Era 1 saying, "Let's go big," and if Jordan doesn't, you know, if he wants to go Jordan and Laura doesn't, it's going to be stalemate, and he doesn't want to do what Tony did. Then we get them all back in the house where Laurel and Horacio are saying, "We need a strong man in the finals, and it's good to put in Derek in." And then we get CT, Darrell, and Derek talking, while Darrell standing, CT's lying back in the bed, and Derek sitting down. They're like all injured and like old and frail, and then they're talking strategy. We get Jenny and Aneesa talking before the elimination, saying, "Oh, we're both strong women, we don't have to look a certain way, blah blah blah," like doing, I don't know. Then we get Era 3 talking, saying, we have to have a rotation of everyone self-nominating themselves into the elimination, just like Jordan did. And we get to the chamber where Derek brings out the note saying, "Era 3 and Era 1 are your biggest threats," and then making jokes about Era 1, "We are on life support," and saying that if me and Aneesa goes, it doesn't make a difference to the game, but if you get Jordan out, he's good because he got friends in the house, and Horacio is a huge threat in the finals, and he wants Era 1 and 2 to work together. Then we get Josh telling Era 4 that he's in the best shape of his life, and say he will self-nominate himself to become Era 4's main target. Okay. This is where we're going to get tricky. Elimination. We get Horacio, Jenny, Derek, and Aneesa, since Johnny doesn't want to do a stalemate. The elimination is called Pick It Up, where two huge bamboo tracks, and there's two huge bamboo tracks, and they need to shoot the ball up, and pretty much while the ball's rolling down, they need to pick up 40 jacks and place it on the board. First one to do that wins, and you have to catch the ball before it touches the ground, or you have to reset. And pretty much Jenny and Aneesa go at it, and pretty much Aneesa gets the first few, but Jenny just keep on like missing it, and everyone's like laughing. And then she's like, "I will never quit. Quitting is not in my blood." And pretty much it cuts to them pretty much getting very head-to-head, very close, where at one point Aneesa drops the ball and like has to go back and restart because she missed in time, and then Jenny's just getting it, but she's also like stopping, taking breaks, having that type of thing, and she's very muscly, but her cardio condition is not the best intact. While they're both going at each other and closing in, it's pretty much, we just see Jenny winning. and it was like Aneesa needed 2 and Jenny needed 1. But if Aneesa didn't drop the ball, she would have stayed in, and Aneesa is getting sent back home. While Jenny survived for error 4. Then we got Derek versus Horacio. They all fast, those two, both fast. Horacio is the underdog, as he said, and they're just going at it, and they're just so speedy that like even they do like how many trips, they don't look gassed out at all. And at the very end, they do it exactly at the same time, which TJ blows the horn, and we need to see a VAR to see who won. And the elimination, who the loser is Aneesa for the female, but the winner for the men is Derek, sending Horatio home. And it's very sad because even though he's been in 3 seasons, the rookie season, like you said, is his best one. And he got home short so early, like nurys. He wasn't mentally in the game. And it's sad because he said that before the season that this will be his last season for retirement, which is shocking because 3 seasons and he's a really good competitor, but maybe he can't take the mental side of it. So Horacio, big up you and all the challenge. I mean, you won 6 eliminations, you lost 2 and just made it to final in your rookie season, so big up you. With that all said, the targets will need to be changed. Derek chooses Tina and CT. Tina volunteered. Error 2, Nehemiah and Emily. Error 3, where Corey needs to put his hand up. You're like, nah, I'm good. I'm chilling. God, take the wheel. And now it's Devin going in, and Tori volunteered. Then, error 4, it's Olivia. But then Josh doesn't put his hand up. He backs out saying that CT is voted as a target, and if he wins, it's pretty much we're going to get a CT versus Josh again. So Josh was like, nah, I'm good. I'm not going to go in elimination when I know I'm going to lose. And Kylan gets chosen by Jenny. So it's going to be a very odd scenario for the next episode, where we see them doing a bunch of stuff and everyone's getting irritated. But not only that, but just Corey and Josh backing out of their strategy, backing out on their word. They're going to get backlash. And, well, we're going to see next week. So I'll see you next week for episode 5. And like always, the elimination people will be in the description with their elimination record. Please like and subscribe because this is the recap of the challenge. Peace out!